Good morning from Los Angeles. Welcome to Trading with Sergio every Monday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Welcome to where all bulls make money, all bears make money, and all pigs get slaughtered. So I think I'm going to come up with a t-shirt like that. Well, welcome to Trading with Sergio. It's kind of a cool day today. Not weather-wise or market-wise. As we know, over the weekend, a lot of news transpiring as we speak, still happening. President Trump delivered on his promise. Let the games begin. I'm going to say, just for the fact that for the last 2-3 days, last week, there were rumblings of tariffs coming. Well, he had said that during the campaign, so I'm not sure why anybody would question that. But the market's a fickle animal. So what happened is, all 3 days, as soon as the news came out, market sold off. The S&P sold off, but then they brought it right back up. Okay, well, over the weekend, he signed it into law. So 25% each on Mexico and Canada, 10% on China. FYI, when he was president 4 years ago, before Biden, he had done the same thing. And when Biden did become president, the administration did not lift those tariffs, by the way, from what I know. You can fact check me and correct me, obviously. However, so now it's reality. Well, market did not like it. Overnight, futures tanked. Dow Jones 500 points, NASDAQ, I don't know, some ridiculous 300 points, S&P 110 points. Those are big moves. So we're talking 2 to 3% moves. But then, as usual, the dip was bought, not because the dip was bought in a regular manner. The dip was bought because right about, I would say 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 Eastern, there was news that the tariffs against Mexico were going to be postponed for 30 days for the fact that the Mexican president announced that they are going to send troops to the border to control the immigration situation. Blink, something happened in the background. I don't know what, but we'll find out in a minute. So S&P rallied sharply, right, from down a bunch to maybe 1.5%, but it's kind of holding in there. NASDAQ down 270, S&P down about 80-ish or so. So, look, I think I did a video actually last week, a couple of days ago, we put it out. Are tariffs going to be a tax on the average American? I think it is. It's the market is going to do what it's going to do. First of all, market's a mechanism to make everybody wrong. That's what the market does. Market's good at that. And so one day doesn't make a trend, obviously. The fact that on the rumors it was selling off and coming back, and then now it's reality, it sells off. I think President Trump is doing this, and I'm pretty sure, I think I heard it before I came on, that he's going to have a meeting with Trudeau from Canada as well. So, this saber rattling is going to happen. I thought that's what the intent was to start with. Even if the full-on tariffs go on, okay, the numbers are such that over 10 years, it's going to raise about $3.3 trillion in revenue over 10 years. And who says next president will not lift the tariffs? So it's not like this appreciable amount of money compared to our national debt of $36.5 trillion. I get it. I understand it. But then things are getting done. So why didn't Mexico send troops to the border without the threat of the tariffs for the last 4 years, right? So I think that's what he's trying to do. And President Trump even admitted that initially there may be some side shocks, and the average American, could suffer a little bit from high prices, but they're going to control it. I don't know how they're going to do that. But overall, tariffs are not a good thing. Free trade is a good thing as far as I'm concerned. But we'll see. We'll see how this game's going to get played out. I'm not going to be surprised. Like I said this on my prediction in 2020, last episode of Power Hour in 2024. This is going to be a volatile 4 years. We already just in January, we had more volatility than the whole last year, with the exception of the Japanese yen carry trade debacle that we had. Markets just trying to absorb all this and try to price it in. One thing that you all must understand, market is a pricing mechanism, okay? It doesn't like surprises, number one. And this was certainly not a surprise. It likes pricing things in, okay? At the moment, recession, slowdown is not priced in. Soft landing is priced in. Tariffs are now priced in, okay? Market just tries to find its level where things are going to be balanced. And that's what the markets are good at. And if you can manage yourself throughout all this volatility this year, I like volatility. You guys I'm going to share my January 2025 results. So going forward, I'm going to do that every month at the end of each month or first week of the next month. Full transparency account out there. Nothing to hide. Wins, losses, sideways, whatever it is. So I'm going to do that every month. The other thing I'm doing, as you guys may know, is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I am posting my open position screens on my YouTube channel community page, which is easy to find. None of this is trading and financial advice, due to the fact that if you do decide to tag along, I may get in and out in a day. By the time I post it again, the position may not be there. I don't want you to hold the bag. And a couple other things. So schedule for the channel is every Monday, Trading with Sergio, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Every Friday, Power Hour, where I get to talk more about macroeconomic conditions, etc. That's on Fridays, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And so as you guys can tell, I'm wearing this wonderful t-shirt called #KnowYourWorth. And Viva Barca, we won this weekend. So, vamos. So as the tradition is, if Barca wins over the weekend, I wear my Barca hat. The support of the channel has been really great. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's growing slowly, but it's growing. Please share. Please put a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. And more importantly, if you do decide to become a member, it's $10 a month. You get a bunch of perks. So I'm not sure how to sell membership. I think it's value-wise, I think it's stealing money, actually. So you get 4 things. 1, you get an extra live stream every Wednesday with the time to be determined due to my son's soccer schedule. But you get a live stream every Wednesday with the members only, channel members only. Number 2, you get the replays, obviously, if you happen to miss it, which I know most of you do. Number 3, you get a free t-shirt. It's a $30 item, including shipping, free completely. All you have to do is email me your t-shirt size and physical address, mailing address. We'll ship it out to you ASAP. And number 4, you get direct access to me through a Telegram chat group that we set up. I think we have 17 or 18 members in there already. It's been wonderful. It really has, right? The support, the community supporting each other, the member community has been amazing. And, I get to share my experience there on a first-hand basis. If you're having some issues with an account or with some position and how I'm structuring positions and things like that, that thing has been on fire. So I think it's well worth it. So if you do decide a member, all you have to do is go to the channel, click join, and you become a member. Outside that, that's it. That's where we are. So I'll answer the questions in the chat real quick. Edward, good morning. Tahoe, good morning. Techie B, good morning. Are you back to Wisconsin yet, Techie? Or I don't know where you are. Luis, good morning. Ayn Rando, you should become a member. Sold 20 UPRO contracts, closed them for a 40% profit in 2 hours. Beautiful. Okay. Good job. Good job. All right. Well, you don't have to trade every single day. I don't like trading every single day, but then it is what it is. All right, so I'll answer the questions and comments going forward. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to share my January trading results coming up. I'm going to do that every month, okay? So a little bit of a background on that. So every year for the last 7 years, 8 years, I fund the account. I've had a trading account at Schwab for 20 years plus. Good, bad, sideways, I fund the account with $50,000, okay? And whatever it is at the end of the year, there you go, you listened. There we go. Okay, so now what you have to do, Ayn Rando, you have to email me your t-shirt size, Sergio@sergioavedian.com. That's one. Number two, you email me your mailing address. That's two. And then when I respond to that, I will send you the link of the Telegram chat. You have to be in Telegram. So go download the app. It's super easy. I'm going to send you the link. Welcome to our group. No phone number necessary. No. But definitely a Telegram group. You'll be part of it. So email me ASAP. By the time when I finish this, I'll send you back the info. Don't forget your t-shirt size. Important. You will get this exact same looking t-shirt. And what we do is we wear this t-shirt to every members live. It feels like, we have a hashtag KYW community. And it's a great community. So with that said, well, thank you. So I start with 50K. Look, I'm 57 years old. I've been doing this for, 30 plus years now. Professionally for 20 plus years. On my own with a little, family account. This is what I pay my bills. This is my livelihood. Some of you know from other places, that's just paying it forward. All I'm trying to do is just pay it forward at this stage because I'm on this planet for, I don't know, if I'm lucky, hopefully I'm lucky, 80 years, right? And why not help people, pay it forward? What am I going to do with all this information I have in my head? And just share it, right? And get you to your financial freedom goals, whatever goals you may have, faster, because I think I have valuable information. So, and it's correct information. It's information learned by doing things, right? So if I can stop you from doing the mistakes I've done over this period, well, that's a gain to start with, because we all make mistakes. I still make mistakes even at this level, but so I started with 50K, and then it runs the account. I don't add any money to it. I don't take any money out of it because it keeps the accounting super clean that way. And then at the end of the year, what I did for the last 7-8 years is that if I'm up 100%, I'll take the 50K out. The next year, January 1, I'll start with 50K again. 50K is just about right to withstand drawdowns, because it could be right away a drawdown. And 50K also puts you above the 25K level of pattern day trader rules. So it works. I do understand some of you may not have those kind of funds, but then you can duplicate what I'm doing. If you have a level 3 option approval on your account, which most of you should, doesn't matter how much money you have. Percentages are percentages. If I'm, last year I put the video, it's actually on the front page of the channel. Last year, I put my results out, the yearly results. I was up 120%. So the account ended at 108K. Fully well knowing that this will be a volatile period going forward the next 4 years, I did not take any money out. First time in 7-8 years, I left it as is at 108K. So my starting point now is a lot higher. So it's 108K. Let's see what we can do with that. Can I do 120%? Hopefully I can. So that's it. That's what the account does. And what do I do in that account? Long, short, mostly swing trading, once in a while day trading, but very, very rarely. And it's my play money. It's my trading account, active trading account. I have an investment account that I buy and hold things for as long as I can or as long as I see fit. That's a different story altogether. So over the weekend, this morning, thanks to this tariff debacle or whatever, I was able to DCA into Bitcoin at 95K. So hey, every Monday I'm putting in $100 into Bitcoin, whatever the price is at. I had bought Bitcoin 6 years ago. I did not touch it for 6 years. Now this year I decided, okay, I'm just every week I'm going to put in $100 more. So I'm averaging up, like Michael Saylor is doing. But so that's where the account started, 108K, and January is over. So I'm gonna do this every for each month, right? So as I was saying, what I trade in there, I trade options actively. I think I know a lot about options. So if you're going to dabble into options, I did recommended some books. Please go learn it. Please go read it. I know a lot of you see on social media, 0 DTs that, and I made $1 million, bought a Lamborghini, whatever. Look, man, we all get lucky. We all have a lot of tickets, and hopefully they all hit, but we know they don't. So there are makers and takers and options, and you got to figure out which one you are. Do I place directional bets? Yeah, of course. But most of the time I'm a premium seller. Let it be calls, puts, whatever it is. What else? All kinds of, obviously, strategies, right? Call credit spreads, put credit spread, cover calls, cash secure puts, obviously strangles, straddles, and debit spreads, credit spreads, all kinds of things, right? So my thing is, I'm trying to actually, in our chat group on Telegram, I'm trying to make the group understand that there is a specific, one size doesn't fit all. There's a specific strategy for each occasion, period. Cash secure puts may be good for a while when the market's going up. But on a morning like today, if you had cash secure puts, unless you're convinced that what you're trying to buy cheaper is what you want, a lot of shakeout happens. So because most people who trade these days have not seen a bear, like, first of all, average bear market lasts about 18 months, and it's brutal. I've seen a bunch. It is brutal. And it's true, by the way, when my mentors used to say, market walks the stairs up and then takes the express elevator down. It is 100% true. Because to me, I don't know what it is. It could be gravity, it could be whatever. But when things go down, you also have to be prepared to make money when things go down, because things go down so much faster than they go up, right? Things grind up and then they tank. So you have to be nimble enough, and you have to have the strategies in your head to put it into action when you see something that you need to do, especially when things are going down, right? Because anybody can make money when market's going up. This is not science, rocket science. You just throw a dart and buy that and you're good. But it doesn't work like that. In an actual trading environment, it doesn't work like that. Buying every dip may not work going forward this year, because the market hasn't made an all-time high, shockingly, for a whole month so far. Last year, in a month, we had made like 10 all-time highs already. So you have to have the tools to be able to respond to what the market is giving you, because the market's open every day. It's in front of you. Don't try to guess. Don't try to anticipate. You just need to trade what's in front of you. Whatever the market's giving you is what the market's giving you. You have to read the tea leaves. You have to have the tools in your toolbox to take advantage of what the market's giving you. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do on this channel. There's many ways to skin a cat. I'm a cat lover. Nothing wrong with cats. But you guys have to understand that if you don't know options, if you don't understand the Greeks, if you don't understand implied volatility, the simplest things, if you don't understand the relationship between the Greeks, if you don't understand how the underlying response to implied volatility and what it does, what it should do not trade options. You're going to lose. I'm telling you, you are. And most of the time when you guys see on YouTube and some other social media, like, oh, 0 DTEs, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, fine. Yeah, it's good. It's not my cup of tea. But if that's it, that's it. To me, option market If you look at the origins of the option market or even the futures market, all these markets were created for hedging purposes, right? Futures market was created for the farmers to hedge their grain crops. It's a fact. You guys can go check it out, right? But then it evolved into this massive trillions and trillions of dollars of exposure and leverage. The same thing with option markets. Option markets were created for hedging purposes for institutions, right? So to me, but now, you know, millions and millions of zero DTEs, weekly options are traded. It's a casino, right? And it's become more difficult actually to make money as a buyer, because when you're buying an option, you have to be right in the double D's. Double D's is direction and duration, because there is something called decay. When you're buying an option directionally, something has to happen right away. Otherwise, every day you're just kind of losing, and that's called theta in our world, right? The Greek for that is theta. So you have to understand all these things. Yes, it's easy to remember the meme days of GameStop, where 500% implied volatility, people were going and buying, I don't know, 50 strikes out of the money options and making fortunes. But where are those people these days, right? If some of them kept their money, great. That happens once in a while. Gamma squeezes happen once in a while, like what had happened with the MicroStrategy, when Bitcoin went from 55K to 100K. MicroStrategy gamma squeeze happened. So you have to understand all these things. You have to understand the mechanics. And if you're having issues, that's why we created the channel. That's why you go to become a member, and then you have direct access. You can ask me all these questions. But all I'm doing is I'm just trying to pass along. So with all this said, how did my January go? Well, January started with 108K so Schwab. I'm still a Schwab account, but then they migrated me to Thinkorswim. Initially, I hated Thinkorswim because I was so used to Schwab. But now I like Thinkorswim, actually. I think it's pretty cool. And now after about, I don't know, I think they migrated me forcefully. One morning I wake up, I couldn't log on. I'm like, what's happening? I called them up and they go, oh, today's the day, Serge. I go, you guys should have notified me or something. I didn't even download the damn, desktop app. They go, yeah, well, today was the day. Anyway, long story short, I like Thinkorswim now. The account has been the same account for 20 years plus years, my trading account. Nothing has changed. So let's go take a look. Let's go where we are. All right. So this is my trading account. This is year to date. Here's my starting January 1, 2025, 108, 621.69 year to date. And that's the top screenshot. That's the starting point. Ending point, January 31 right here. I'm circling the little label. I'm at 148, 841.65. So pretty good January, right? I'm going to give all the breakdowns on this, how I got here, what I changed from last year to this year. If you're interested, please go check out that video. It's on the channel. How I did what I did last year. Last year, I was up 120% for the whole year, okay? I was right half the time, literally 50-50 on the trades. So there is a possibility of being right half the time and more than doubling your money. How does that happen? That happens with risk management. That happens with knowing to let your winners run a little bit more than your losers, because we're all going to have losers, all of us. If somebody says, I don't have any losers, I only make money, I will make it 180 and start sprinting in the other direction, because they're trying to scam you. Trust me. We all have losers. So 108 to 148, pretty good January. I think it's pretty good. So the next slide I'm going to put up is, again, you guys can see right here, contributions 0, withdrawals 0. 108,631.69 was the starting point. 148,841.65 was the ending point. This is available to you all. This is me, my performance compared to the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P 500, and Russell 2000. I was up 37.01%. Today, I'm trying to pull a green day when the market's on its butt. If I do it, I think it'll be amazing. So I'm going to, individually, I was up 37.1%, 01, let's say 37%. Russell was up 3.5%. Dow Jones was up, let's see, hold on a second. S&P 500 up 3.3% in the same, during the same time period, January, first month of 2025. Dow Jones was up 5.5%, and I think NASDAQ was up like 3% or something. So I'm handily beating, and here's the windows for that. It says year to date 1/1/2025 to 1/31/25, and last but not least, an analysis of the trading. Okay, this is all available to you if you don't have Schwab, but even if you don't have Schwab, it's going to be all available to you as well. Well, look at here. Okay, so year to date, I put on 66 trades in January, pretty active. Because I've look, this is what I figured. Volatility is going to pick up. I can hit a lot of singles score a lot of runs, singles and doubles. I'm not going for home runs. Last year, I was going more for doubles and triples than home runs because I was letting the winners run. That's why at 50-50, taking the short losses, I was able to get to 120. Well, this year, I figured, okay, I'm going to hit a lot more singles, a lot more activity, but then my hit rate, gain rate at the moment is 80.3%. So 8 out of 10, I'm correct. Okay. These are directional bets. These are all cumulative aggregate. I'm not talking about, directional bets or separating any of it. 66 trades. And look at this. Okay. So how do I get up 37%? My average gain on these 66 trades is 33%. My average loss is 35%. My losses are more percentage-wise than my averages. But if you're hitting 8 out of 10, that's like hitting 800 in baseball, right? If you're hitting 8 out of 10 and you're keeping, see, this is complete opposite of last year so far, okay? Because I decided that I'm going to go, okay, it's going to be super volatile this year. It's going to be a lot more singles and doubles opportunities versus home runs. And if I do see one, I'm going to take advantage of it. Don't get me wrong. But if I'm right 80% of the time and your losses and gains on each trade are equal, well, 53 winners and 13 losers, that's how you get to 37%. That's how you get to 40K this month, okay? And last but not least, and this is the breakdown. You guys can see by all these little circles, right? I had 1, 2, 3. These are the 13 losers, okay? And these are the 53 winners. As you guys can see, a lot of activity, right? And smaller circles, but as small as the losers are. And there was one big one here and one medium one here. The rest are about the same size. So when you're doing analysis of these numbers and these charts, you have to understand that you have to have a plan. I mean, my plan this year, going into this year, one was not touch the account, leave it at 108. Second one was, okay, it's going to be super volatile. In fact, I think it's going to be super volatile for the next 4 years. So this is the strategy for January. And will it continue this way? We'll see. But I am expecting this to continue because you can hit these singles, with swing trading because of the volatility. If there is no volatility and something keeps grinding higher and higher and higher, I can't make money. I just can't. It doesn't work for me. Maybe it works for you guys. So again, going back, this is the account. We're up 37% for January. I think it's pretty decent. January, I'm sure some of you did better with your 0 DTs and whatnot. But so that's the January. And if you do have any questions, please shoot. And then what I'll do now, let me answer some of the question. Well, thank you, Ayn. There you go. I have a new member. Yay. You look like you're pretty active, so you're gonna enjoy the chat. Thank you. Be finishing up some work here in NorCal. and I headed to Phoenix on Wednesday. How many miles did you drive on this trip, my man? Holy crap. Then a week after, I'll be back in Milwaukee, Chicago. Okay, back to freezing tundra, no problem. Okay, let's see what William Nolan says. Could you provide information on stocks to hold for at least 30 days? As I have restrictions on buying and selling, I cannot short. Yeah. Well, actually, I just structured the trade and put it on. That's not going to be just a 30-day trade. That's going to be probably I don't know, at least a year and a half trade. Look, the holding period for what I do is quite different than yours. If you're going to just do stocks, if you go watch Power Hour Trading with Sergio over the last, I don't know, channel has been around for 6 months. Go watch some of the older, footage, and then you decide to become a member or not. I put out stocks. I trade options on it. Okay. Last year, I didn't have the channel, but it's in my investment account. I bought, and you can go listen to me talk about these things. When I first started the channel 6 months ago, I bought 3 stocks in my investment account. One was Kava. It just happened to lucked out, really seriously. I ate there. I loved the food. There were lines out the door. I go, is this a public company? And it was. Right then and there, while I was eating, I bought it. And that was a 5X in a year and 5 months. I bought Carvana. That was close to a 6X. And I bought Palantir. I sold it with a double, but then it went up another double after I sold it. So I do that. I put those stocks out as well. But in my trading account, I'm not trying to hold things for 30 days because in options, there's decay. Okay. I'm dealing with it. Yes, I could buy long dated options and keep it like I did with Bilibili. BILI is the symbol, because I'm turning super, super positive actually on China now. There are many reasons. You can listen to the Power Hour and figure that out. But if that suits your bill, welcome to the community. If not, you can just be a subscriber, hopefully. And look what listen to what I'm doing. Phone number not necessary. I have it all. You're the best. Thank you. Rideshare Rodeo, welcome. Yeah, Trade Station is good. It's all good. Okay, cool. So let me go share my charts and let's talk about it. Okay, I'll answer the questions when I'm done. So hopefully you guys understood where the account stood. So we're going to do this again at the end of February. February is a shorter month. Let me answer a couple more questions and then I'll go to my charts. BlackRock is the second largest. BlackRock is the second largest holder of everything. Everything. Okay. BlackRock, Fidelity, they're the largest holder of every company in the United States. So, yeah. Okay. Is buying these single-digit or low-dollar stocks just, yeah, absolutely. I mean, some of them turn into great stocks. Like, okay, Lunar was a single-digit stock at 7.5. It went sideways, broke out. We said, let's go. Stock is 23, a triple after, I don't know, how long? Not even 6 months, right? 3 months, 4 months. So some of them turn into wonderful stocks, like all these nuclear stocks that I started shorting now. They were all $5 stocks. So they hit 45. You don't know. I mean, if you catch something that's going to go, a stock going from 5 to 30 is the same thing. A $500 stock going to 3,000. Percentages are percentages. Doesn't make any difference. So to me, some of them are pump and dump. Some of them are speculation. If you run your scanners and you see something up 300% that morning, and then you buy it and then it tanks on you, or it goes up another 3,000% next 3 days. Look, there's many factors into this game, and there's not one way to make it or not make it. But to me, you just got to know what you buyer beware. That's all I can say. So let me put this on a full screen. You guys hopefully can see this. All right. So, let's see what we bought. What did I buy? There was a ding somewhere for some reason. What did I buy? What did I sell? I don't know. That was a ding. I'm trying to figure out what the ding was. Was it cooler? No. Was it okay? Anyway, so here's my positions. I'm gonna post these to the community page at the end of the day. I honestly don't know what I bought or sold. Okay, whatever. Okay, so I own 15,000 shares of HOWL. Oh, it may have been the cover calls on that. Okay. I own 160 of the call debit spreads on KULR, 2.5, 7.5 Aprils. If you guys don't understand what a call debit spread is, please check it out, Google it, do whatever you need to do. I'm long 5,000 shares of ARBE, RB Robotics. This is actual shares with an average cost of 287. I'm willing to buy a couple thousand more shares. I sold cash secured puts on that. The 2.5 puts, they gave me a lot of money for some reason. I don't know. At 37 cents, they're 35, 40 cents, and stock is right at 2.5. So these are February 21 expiration. I also saw cover calls on the 5,000 shares that I own. So I took in a whole bunch of premium. So stock stays here. Both sides will expire worthless. I'm not expecting it to stay here, but if it does, great. If it doesn't, I'll do it again next month. That's turning into a little bit of an ATM machine. So for that gentleman who asked a question that I can hold for 30 days, well, a lot of people are negative on China. Oh, Chinese stocks are going to tank because, Trump is, issuing tariffs and this and that. I'm actually turning quite bullish on China just for the fact that they're going to stimulate more than we did during COVID in the United States, actually. So long story short, I established a decent position on Billy. BILI is the symbol. Baba is also another one. So I'm following 4 or 5. What I want to do is I want to follow Chinese Mag 7, basically. So it's Baba for Amazon. I do for Google, Billy for YouTube, and whatever you want to call it, and JDSU for also I don't know what JDSU is equal to, probably another Google. But they have, these are all conglomerates in China. These are massive. This is the Mag 7 of China. So what I did on Billy is I want to own shares of Billy. BILI again is the symbol. So stock is on it, the market's on its butt, stocks are up today. So what does that say? It's kind of under accumulation, slow and steady kind of a thing. So I put on a synthetic long position on Billy, BILI. I'm short 50 of the March 21 expiration $17 puts. And I want to get put actually. But with that credit, I turned around, but it still was a credit. And this morning I added actually to them at 125. With that credit, I turned around and bought the March 20 calls. So that's a synthetic long. Even if both sides will expire worthless. Okay, so 3 things can happen here. Stock is between 17 and 20. Calls and puts expire worthless, but I did it with a credit, so I'll collect the credit. Stock is under 17. I get assigned 5,000 shares of BILI. Then I can sell cover calls and turn into whatever I need to do. Most likely I won't sell cover calls. I'm expecting the stock to move up, obviously. And the other thing I did was I put on a call debit spread. I bought the $20 calls, sold the $30 calls. This morning I added to them at 80 cents. I've been doing it between 80 cents and $1. So I'm putting up $1. Maximum upside is 10 points. So it's 10 to 1 trade, actually. If you do a call debit spread, 10 to 1 is pretty decent. Not pretty decent, it's actually excellent. And if the stock moves, if the stock doesn't move, limited risk, I'm going to lose about 80, 90 cents. If it does what I think it's going to do by April, then I think it'll be a profitable trade. And last but not least, I bought some puts on OKLO. Last week we did it. It was either a triple, quadruple, quintuple for some people. I bought some March 25 puts. Stock is 44. You're going to say, Serge, you're crazy. Why are you buying 25 puts? Look, I think these things, Well, on this one anyway, it's just a trade, people. Don't, you lose, you win, doesn't matter. I bought them at an average of $1. I have 40 of them. March 25 puts. They're 85 cents. I'm like, whatever. To me, look, people, this is the key. Okay, let me speak to you guys about this face to face. The key to all of this, okay, the key to all of this is one thing. You guys need to pay attention to your equity. On a day like today, I think I'm going to squeeze a green day out. But what I'm trying to say is, look at your equity. Equity is the scoreboard, and that does not lie. You can lie to yourself about a million different things. See, you have all these positions in there. Do I really care what happened? Do I want to make money on all of them? Of course. Am I going to? Absolutely not. So, but what I'm doing is, it's a basket. It's like a supermarket. I have all these things in my basket. One will do well, one will do bad, one will do good, but whatever. But I'm not going to live and die with each position. And I'm not going to oversize myself to a point that it's going to hurt me really bad if it goes against me, right? Sizing is important. But I look at my account equity. It's being marked to market. It's on my screen. It's getting marked to market every second. Mark to market every second. All these positions are getting calculated, and that account value, right? It's called liquidation value or net worth, is moving up and down every second. So it was 108. In January, it was 148. Okay, maybe it'll be 150 today. But I have a threshold. If I had taken account from 108 to 148 in a month, do you guys think I'm going to let it get back to 100? No. Why would I? Do you even think I'm going to let it get back to 135? No. What's going to happen is that if there's a drawdown, let's say, assume all those positions go against me, okay? And there's a massive drawdown. It goes from 148 in one day to 140. Could it happen? Of course it could. What do you guys think I'm going to do? I'm going to say, well, it's okay. It'll come back at some point. No. I'm going to clean everything out, period. My max drawdown from 148 down to maybe 138 is max. So that's about 7%. If that drawdown happens, I will clean all these positions out. It'll take me literally 30 seconds. But then account equity will not go below 138, period. So this is what I recommend you guys do. Don't, look at one position here, 2 positions there, 5 positions there, all your money in one basket or whatever. You see things fit, you start the position. You obviously want to make money. Who wants to lose money? However, if it goes against you, don't bother yourself with that single losing position while you have 3 winners, right? That's how I'm getting to where I'm going. So, but then I look at overall equity. If overall equity is getting to the point that, why should I? Okay, this is like climbing Mount Everest. There's base camp, right? Then there's a camp at 10,000 feet. There's a camp at 20,000 feet. And then there's a peak. That last 100 yards, as you all know, if you know, takes like a week to climb because there is no oxygen. You're just struggling. So I'm at the top of the mountain. Do you honestly think I'm going to allow myself to fall all the way to base camp and then climb again? You know how difficult that is? Mentally, financially, obviously, physically, emotionally? No. So if I go from 1 to 150, you bet your bottom ass that I'm not going to let this thing get back to 125. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cut it at like 7%. So I have a head start. I just want to build on it. I'll cut it at 7%, turn the computer off, go play golf, do something for a few days, gather my thoughts, analyze what I did for that drawdown. And sometimes I have no control. Market is market. Market's going to crash. Yeah, I'm going to go buy index puts. In fact, I had index puts that I sold for a profit on Friday. Again, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If I kept them, that was a $30,000 trade this morning. I bought the 600 puts on the indexes. I had 25 of them. It's in the account. You guys go check it out. And I sold them with like a little, for $1.50 profit, $3,000 profit. You hold them overnight. Look where we are. This morning they opened at 14. I bought them at 4.5. That's $25,000. Am I going to cry about it? No. Would I have liked to have them? Yes. But all I'm trying to say is that just trade your equity. Look at your account. Don't put any money out. Don't take any money out. Don't put money in, because that messes up the accounting. Just look at your equity. That doesn't lie. It just every second is telling you your truth. Now you can let it go, dwindle. You can go to Mount Everest, climb to the peak, let yourself tumble down to base camp, and then do it again. No. That's why you need to understand all this. You need to understand how this game is supposed to be played. And that's what I think I'm doing on the channel. So anyway, where are we? All right, let's go back to some charts. Look at some, I don't know, look at some stocks. So that's the positions I have. But Chinese companies like Baba, Baidu, Billy, JDSU, PDD, I'm turning pretty decently bullish on these things. So, yeah. Anyway, so let's look at some charts. Okay, this is the S&P 500. If you have any questions, okay, again, not financial advice, trading advice, any of that shit. Okay, so S&P 500, nothing happening really. I mean, from the lower left to the upper right, we're in an uptrend. I don't draw too many lines. If you guys new to the channel, I draw maybe a couple. I have very limited stuff on my charts. I really don't pay too much attention because I don't want to create more bias. There's already bias. You draw 50 lines and each line means something to you, and to me it means nothing. Market's making higher highs, higher lows. That's an uptrend in my book. Got to keep it simple, stupid. Market's kind of struggling last month and a half or so. When I say struggle, it's not making all-time highs every day. That's it. There are a lot of gaps, a lot of volatility, a lot of larger candles, if you guys can see here, right here. Well, I don't look at candles, by the way. I look at regular good old bar charts. All that started, by the way, with this huge down day last Fed meeting when they cut the rates and market tanked, absolutely got shot. But now we're just going sideways. Okay, is this a double top? I don't know. There's a channel that's in it. It's been in it forever. So that's where we are. It's way away from and then the other things I have on my charts is 20 EMA, exponential moving average, 20-day, 50-day, 200-day, color-coded, and Bollinger Bands. On the bottom, I have color-coded volume because volume precedes price. And I have a MACD. That's it. That's as plain and naked and plain vanilla charts as I can have. And by the way, our charts, everything, the only thing I live by? Absolutely not. Pay attention to the macro conditions. Pay attention to interest rates. Pay attention to a lot of different things. Some economic data. This is the triple Qs. Looks exactly like S&P 500. I don't know. It looks good to me. Now, within the Mag 7, a couple of stocks are acting absolutely trash. And I'm sorry to say it if you own it. One is Apple, down 10 points today. Obviously, the tariffs may hurt because all the iPhones get done in China. Volatility galore, by the way. Stock goes from 260 to 220. It literally halts itself from going down at the 200 EMA. That's when the moving averages kind of come into play. Then goes from 220, bounces almost to 250, puts a huge reversal day in on Friday, key reversal to the downside, and outside day to the downside, almost outside week to the downside, actually. And it's 227 now, 228. I mean, down 9 points, 8 points. And the other one, dog, believe it or not, I can't believe I'm calling it a dog, is NVIDIA. Under his 200 EMA. You know when was the last time the stock went under his 200 EMA? I think he hadn't done it in 3 years. No, so hold on. This is hourly. This is 3 years. Oh my God. Last time it went under his 200 EMA was April of 2023. Figure that out, people. Well, now we're under it. So, You're going to say, well, what does that mean, Serge? I don't know. It means you stay away. You know, my rule number one, do not buy anything that's under his 200 EMA. Let it work its troubles out, okay? So this is NVIDIA, but then the rest of them, like Meta, Unreal, this is like, right, within the Mag 7, new high today, almost a new high, beautiful, up, you know, right? Google, same thing, very close to a new high. The other dog is Microsoft in the Mag 7. I mean, that's under the 200 EMA. So even within the Mag 7, there's outperformance going on and underperformance. So this is one of the main, most important things. You need to find yourself, even if you're in the Mag 7, you need to find yourself outperforming Mag 7 stocks. 3 of them are not doing well. Tesla today is down, obviously, because of probably the tariff situation. Tesla is at a precarious point. I mean, a lot of people love Tesla. I love Elon Musk, don't get me wrong. I don't put emotions. It's right here. We're right on support now, about 370 range, down about 18 today. MACD is going down. It's been going down for a while. So we're right on the 50. Actually, we're closing under 50 EMA. Next decent support about 350. Next one is about 300. So I don't really trade Tesla that much. I don't know why. I probably should, but we'll see. So some charts. If you have any questions, please put them up. Some more charts. Let's look at my, okay, so Apple down. I like some of these pay now, buy now, pay later, called BNPL stocks. One is Affirm, made some really good money last year with Affirm, you know, had a catalyst, broke out, good earnings. It's just kind of consolidating now. And the other one was Upstart. I really kind of dig in these companies, although earnings are coming out. Got to be careful. For the gentleman who asked me, can I hold 30 days? This is Kava. I actually sold cash secured puts right when it was kissing his 200 EMA. Now it's 137. They're probably the expired worthless, most likely. I wanted to own the shares again. I really did. I mean, I like the company quite a bit. Had a move, obviously. The other one is Carvana that I bought and sold. Oh, it took me a year and like 4 months on Carvana. There's a short report on this thing. I mean, I don't know. And the other one was Palantir. So Palantir earnings are coming out today. Yeah. So for all the Palantir lovers, please don't hate me. When earnings comes out, so stock had a little bit of a whoosh, right? 83.5 to 63 in about a couple of weeks, 20-point haircut, came down and kissed the 50 EMA, turned right back up, making new highs, non-confirming new highs, bearish divergence. I will short Palantir. I said it there. Don't shoot me. When earnings come out today, probably in aftermarket, I will short Palantir. I will short the shares. Or maybe tomorrow options. We'll see where things are at. AMD, lower lows, lower highs. I don't know, man. People keep saying, Serge, AMD. I'm like, what about AMD? I don't know. Until it proves itself, I'm not even going to look at it. I mean, under is 20, under is 50, under is 200. What is there to look at? I don't know. And people go like, oh, I love AMD. I'm like, okay, knock yourself out. Amazon, of course. So 4 out of the 7 Mag 7 are doing great. Amazon, beautiful, right? Look at, compare that to NVIDIA, compare it to Apple, nothing, not even close, right? Avago, isn't Nancy Pelosi long Avago? I think she is. Let's look at some of the Chinese stuff. Baba is turning red now. Good. Maybe I can sell some cash secured puts. Look, stock went from 90 to 100 already with nothing but bad news. That's what you guys have to understand. When stocks have nothing but bad news and they keep going higher, what does that mean? Does that mean anything to you people? It means everything to me, actually. And this is the one I have a position in the trading account, but I'm going to establish a long position in my investment account on all these stocks by either selling cash secured puts or just buying the stocks outright. There is an ascending wedge here. You guys have seen, I drew the lines reluctantly. I drew the lines because it's so perfect that I go like, I gotta draw this one. We're on the top of the range. All the moving averages have converged. It's here or not, but I'm willing to buy actually 17 minus the premium because we're right into support. And long story short, if you look at Billy going back a while, Billy is the YouTube of China, by the way. So look at Billy, right? So Billy was about a $15 number, then went to $160. And now we came all the way down to 15, been consolidating, going sideways. I like these types of patterns when they go sideways for a while and then they break out, and then you will get this kind of move, okay? So my thing is patience. I'm willing to buy the shares, get assigned if I do get assigned. And so that's Billy. Oh, we know what happened over the weekend to to Bitcoin, right? It got shot to pieces. I think I was watching it yesterday. It went from like 98,000 to 92,000 in a matter of like 20 minutes, I think. So this is MicroStrategy. Bouncing today. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think it was as low as 300. I could not do my cash secure puts on MSTU that I've been doing like an ATM machine last, I don't know, man, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. Oh, it's green now. Edward, your ass is saved, Edward. One of the channel members was like, "Oh my God, I sold the cash secure puts. I got assigned. What am I gonna do?" I'm like, "It's okay, bro. No worries. You did a little prematurely, Edward." But you're safe. You should be all right. Yeah, this morning I tried to sell the 8s and 7.5 puts on this, and they wouldn't do it. Let me see where they're at. Yeah, it wasn't enough premium. I do weekly, by the way, only weekly on these. Just sell some puts. This is MSTU. Let's see. Yeah, I tried to do the 8 puts and 7.5 puts. Yeah, it never got up there. So stock is like 760. 8 puts are 90 high. 90 cents high. I'm like, I had taken that risk. I need to take minimum. Besides in the money, it was in the money. 7.5's got up to 60 cents. I'm like, I need $1. I need at least 10 to 12% to sell these puts. Weeklies anyway. You know, pretty high IV, 220, but it wasn't enough money for me. So I didn't do it. I missed it. And they're down to nothing. Well, not nothing, but they're down quite a bit. So we're back at the account for a second. Yeah, Oklo's making new highs at 45. That piece of shit, that's okay. We'll have marches on those. We may have to take a loss on those next couple of weeks. That's MSTU. If you have questions, please put them up. Again, none of this is trading or financial advice, so you know. This is a wonderful stock, man. One of the amazing uptrend. Consolidates and goes higher. Hims and Hers. You guys know about the company? Beautiful. Look at that. What is wrong with that chart? Not a darn thing. So stock goes up, consolidates, new high, consolidation, new high, consolidation, new high. I will not buy it now. But my target this week is going to be Palantir. I'm going to short this puppy. Some of you may not understand. I'll probably short the stock and short the puts. So if I short the physical shares, which is easily done, just you sell it. So don't say, how do you short it? You just borrow it and short it. People go like, how do you short something? You don't even own it. How can you sell something you don't own? I'm going like, I don't know. It's pretty easy. So this is some of the craziness in the quantum computing stocks. What else? You guys want to? Here, see, this is the one. Mr. Can I hold it 30 days? Here's Lunar. This is where I traded this thing right here. We had broken out. They got a NASA contract. It went sideways for literally a month and a half. I had calls that I made a ridiculous amount of money on, and there's your uptrend. So for Richie, who asked the question, these low price stocks, are they blah, blah, blah? Well, there's your low price stock, all from 7, breakout. So since November, not even 3 months, it hit 25. I mean, some low price stocks turn into winners. You can't argue with that success. Oh my God, MicroStrategy is up now. Bitcoin must be flying. Couple other names. Netflix did wonderful. People ask me about Nike. I don't know. Yeah, I guess you can sell cash equity puts on Nike now. You know, it's kind of stable. Nike is back to where it was, I think, 10 years ago, maybe. Let's take a look. I mean, it's a solid company, obviously. But then with the tariffs in China, I get everything done in China, but mostly Vietnam, other places too. This is Nike going back 10 years. Yeah. So Nike, 75. When was the 75 last time? Yeah. October of 2019. 6 years ago. You know, some companies do what they do, man. They innovate, but then some don't, and you just got to be careful with that. Nvidia doesn't look right. Here's the nuclear stock. This thing is not worth the paper it's printed on, but the Wall Street is pushing it and saying that, yeah, AI centers are going to, need a lot of energy, and nuclear is the answer. I am buying it. I will probably start physically shorting this thing. It's trying to make a new all-time high. Wonderful. What else? I'm just trying to give you guys some nuggets. I don't know. Reddit has been an amazing stock. There's an uptrend. You guys like the uptrend? This is what you gotta find. You gotta find and hang on for dear life. And you're gonna say now, oh, Serge, you're saying it after the fact. No. If you go check my power hours and trading with Sergio, all these stocks have been in there for months. So don't give me that. Root. Hey, Luis, remember Root? It hurts my heart when I look at that. People ask me about SMCI. What about SMCI? Dogwood fleas. I don't need headaches. I need money. So this one is going to be was put up by one of our chat members, Daniel. SPCB, super calm. We're right on the 20 EMA. So if we're going to give it a shot, we're going to give it a shot right here. Stock was as high as 19. We're down to like 1090, 11. MACD turned down. That's the only thing I don't like, but that's okay. I think I think low 10s could be a good entry here. So 200 EMA is turning up, and I always look at long-term charts when I'm trying to pick myself stocks, like go back 3 years. You guys see where this thing was and where it is? And there hasn't been reverse splits, by the way. This has just bled itself to death. Now we're coming out of a 3-year base. I like the stock about $10-ish. And there's no options on this, by the way. I don't think there is. Nope, there's no options. You got to go buy the stock. But long story short, I like it. $10 I think is a good entry starting position, maybe 25% position. And then another rule of thumb: buy high, sell higher. Don't buy low, sell high. That's another thing. What else? TLT, my 10-year 20-year note inverse. That's how you know what's happening to interest rates. 10-year, 20-year almost got to 10-year almost got to 5%. Fed is cutting rates. Bond market's raising rates. I haven't seen this thing before. I don't think this portends well for the market, but that's my opinion. My opinion only. At some point, stock market pays attention to interest rates. Tesla down 22. Wow. Yeah, it's at a precarious moment here, so you guys need to be careful with this thing. I mean, it's got support, but I think the Trump premium is coming out of it. What else? WiseKey. Yeah, WiseKey into support right there, $6. You know, they do cybersecurity stuff. One other one is Zim, integrated shipping. Great dividend stock if you're interested, really. About $3 a year in dividends, about 80 cents every quarter. And has options. You can structure a good, decent position here with cash secured puts. It's got support right about here, right at 17 range. I mean, 16 range. I think it was as high as 30. Now it's down to 17. You may think, you may think, all tariffs is negative. This is going to happen. That's going to happen. I'm like, it's already baked in. When something is baked in, you don't worry too much about these things. And I don't, anyway. Just put the trade up and then live with it, man. All right, so let's look at questions. Can't see the charts, man. What do you mean you can't see the charts? Hey, I got another member. Thank you, William. So, William, email me, Sergio at sergioavedian.com. Sergio Avedian, one word. It's easy to find here, actually. Sergio at sergioavedian.com. That's my email address. No, oh, Jesus, not a zero. You get the idea. Boom. Right there. Email me. Email me your t-shirt size. Yes, thank you. No, it's right there. Right here. That's the email, correct email address. Email me your t-shirt size and your mailing address. I will send you a t-shirt. So if you do, if you need, when you show up to Members Live on Wednesday, well, not this week, but next week, both of you, Ein and William, you'll be wearing that t-shirt. This is our, and I will send you the Telegram chat groups link. So you'll come there. You can ask me questions, do whatever, other ideas, other members' ideas, and that's what we do. Really, you guys didn't see the charts? No. Seriously? That breaks me now. Really? No, man. Charts were good. No? Okay, well, sorry. I apologize. I can't mess with it now. See? Richie knows. Know your worth right there. Yeah, no nonsense. I don't deal with, I don't have time for emotional BS. I'll just do it. It works, it works. If it doesn't, then next one. Okay. No. No. Crypto. Oh my God, I watched that thing yesterday. One of our members holds XRP, I think. I look, I only buy Bitcoin. I don't mess with other stuff. I don't understand it. I can hardly understand Bitcoin, and I do understand Bitcoin. The rest of the stuff, I don't think it's worth the paper it's printed on, honestly. Maybe Ethereum. I don't know. That the XRP went from $3 to $1.70 to, I don't know where it is now. What 7%? How many 7% stops can you put on these things? No. On those, you just, on those you hodl. You hold on for dear life. I just buy it on Coinbase and move it to my cold wallet when it gets to a size, and then I'll go, that's it. I'll just give it to my kids one day. That little thumbnail. I'm not thumbnail, the thumb drive. It looks like a little ledger, right? No. Are the gains in 24 capital gains? I don't know what that means, Richie. Is that a cryptic message? I don't know what that means. Oh, man. Seriously? Okay, sorry. Should I do it again? Yeah, MSFT is garbage. Well, no, not garbage. When was the last? Richie, you need to spill it out, bro. I don't understand any of these things. Can't see the charts. Son of a bitch. Okay, should we do it again? Or should we just not do it? I can do it again. Okay, let's do it again. This is how much I love you people. Okay. Can you guys see the chart now? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Hello? Can you guys see the chart? Can somebody put a thumbs up or thumbs down? Please. Yes. Okay, what did I do different? I didn't do anything different last time. Oh, I bought or sold something. I don't know what I did. Doesn't matter. Okay, you guys can see the charts. Okay, cool. Let's do it. You guys can see the charts. Let's go real quick. Zim, good dividend stock. I'm going to go backwards now. Real quick. Zim, good dividend stock, 80 cents a quarter, about $3, about 15-18%. Cash secure puts right at this level would be reasonable if you want to own the stock. What did I do? I don't remember. Upstart and Affirm I put up. I may have bought some more Oklo puts actually. Tesla is not acting well. I said Apple is not acting well. I remember I said that. But Nvidia and Microsoft are under their 200 EMAs, which I do not like. Stocks don't go under their 200 EMAs for simple reasons. Be careful with those. SPY triple Q just chugging along. Open really, really weak and then kind of recouping most of their losses. If you have questions, please put them up. I talked about SMCI, nothing special. Dogwood fleas, don't want to touch it unless you have some inside information. Oh, there is one stock, 90-cent stock actually. SENS, it's one of our members founded. He runs a scanner every day and puts these stocks up. Wonderful ideas. See, the 30-day member, you should have bought that. You could have bought that stock at 40 cents. It's like a $1.20 and you'll still be in it forever. Actually, on the chat, once you join, you'll see the window. I said 82 to 85 cents would be a good buying point. Today's low is 79 cents. So, and we're at 90 cents already. I mean, don't, I'll put in all kinds of stocks, by the way, on the, as far as ideas. You just got to do it. But yeah, there's a lot of 30 days. I trade options. I got to be more short term, but you will enjoy making some money on holding on to things, because we do, well, not we, I do find long-term stuff because I enjoy holding things. Hopefully we'll find you a few 5Xs this year as well. I don't know. Oh, I said Palantir I'm going to short. Okay, so I'm going to be man of my word. Up $1.50 right before earnings. They're pumping it. I sure hope they beat their earnings by 2x, because if not, this thing is going down 10 points tomorrow. I will definitely short this in after hours. If the earnings are, even if it's expected, this thing is going down. Somebody asked me in the chat today, how do you know? How do you buy on rumor, sell on fact? Well, this is a perfect example of that, right? All expectations are they're going to blow the numbers out of the water. I'm like, okay, cool, beautiful, do it. Oklo 4540. Are you kidding me? You piece of garbage. Okay, it's a patience. What else did I say? I talked about Carvana. I talked about Kava. I mean, I talked about Billy. By the way, the Chinese market's closed for Chinese New Year. It's up 7 cents on the market on the day. On the market, that's down. I will put up my positions. Actually, I will put up my positions on the chat group today and the community page of the YouTube channel. I am turning bullish on these, on the Chinese names, Baba, Billy. I mean, proof is in the pudding. All bad news stocks going up. Wonder why. Yeah. And then I'm entitled to change my mind, but at the moment it looks wonderful. And I looked at it in macro as well, right? Yeah, everybody knows Chinese economy is not doing well. Yeah, everybody knows the real estate market's not doing well. Tell me something I don't know. I put up HIMS. I wouldn't buy it now. I mean, on pullbacks, this is wonderful stock. HIMS and hers, higher highs, higher lows. This is the pure definition of an uptrend. Robinhood, another wonderful uptrend, right? Higher highs, higher lows. I don't know. Does it look like Apple? Or does it look, there's millions of stocks like this out there that you just got to find it and ride the horse. That's it. Patience. Aerospace stocks were doing well. I mean, Lunar is doing well, but let's see. Micron earnings are coming out. I think it's this week. Yeah, just going wide trading range, 180, 85, 110, 85. I don't know. Somehow, I am not convinced that the, what is that thing called? The Chinese large language model, LLM, competing with NVIDIA. That's why NVIDIA is tanking. That they're not going to need any more chips, this and that. I'm not buying it. If you guys believe that, I have another thing to sell you. But NVIDIA has been acting bad since actually the earnings came out to start with. And this Chinese competing, OpenAI competing chatbot. And, you know, NVIDIA 150 down to 118, as low as 113 this morning. You know, all these kind of drawdowns on these stocks, you gotta step up. I know technically it's not my cup of tea at the moment. You know, I don't want to look at it until it cleans its mess up. There's always other opportunities. So, a couple of financials. JP Morgan. See, that's a definition of an uptrend, sir. I don't know what else to tell you. You could have bought this and hold this for not 30 days, 330 days. You'd be okay. Goldman, same thing. There's another definition of an uptrend. As long as it's above its 200 EMA, 20 EMA, 50 EMA, you're good. the rest is, I don't know. It's just not too complicated. Because I have never seen, by the way, so I'm going to end with this. So thank you for the letting me know that the charts we're not seeing. So I've never seen a chart that's going from the lower left to the upper right with bad news. Never. And I've never seen a chart that goes from the upper left to the lower right with good news. Okay. So I don't just look at charts. You got to look at, you know, earnings. You got to look at fundamentals. But the chart is telling you the picture. The picture's worth 1,000 words. That's why I look at charts. Charts tell the past. They don't tell you the future. But you have to kind of mix the two and come up with some ideas. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. That's it. You, yes, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Yes, thank you. DeepSeek. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, everything's hanging in there. What? He's not my crypto boy. He's the crypto czar of our hashtag Know Your Worth group. Matt, they're looking for you, Matt, because I am a belligerent idiot when it comes to crypto. But first of all, I don't think some of these things are worth anything. I believe in Bitcoin. I buy Bitcoin. I don't trade Bitcoin. I trade the surrogates. I don't trade Bitcoin. Because if you were trading Bitcoin yesterday, you would have gotten whipsawed like 50 times. I don't want to deal with it. I deal with enough volatility in my life. I don't need crypto. But Matt, who's a member in a chat, supposedly, he knows a lot more than I do about crypto, altcoins, all these things. Well, since we have it amongst our group, why not bring him on? Again, it's not financial or trading advice, but he knows more than me. So if you know more than me, come on down. By the way, these member things, people who have done it know, I put your face on there. I don't know any of all your names. Some of your YouTube names don't match your face. So we just put you on and we have like 10, 20 boxes and we just talk to each other live. That's what the members live looks like. Anything else? Daniel is our data analyst of the group, a PhD candidate right there. See what I mean? He's the one that runs the scanners and puts stock ideas up. It's an amazing group. We have a really, really tight group, man. We have a whole bunch of different people in there, and everybody contributes. I just put trades up, and they go like, "Why are you doing that?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It looks right." Anyway, but all right. So much love. Be safe. Don't worry about, drawdowns. Watch your account equity. It's hard enough to make it. It's very difficult to keep it. So if you do make it, manage your drawdowns. Don't let it get out of hand. Don't go top of Everest, fall to base camp, and then do it again. It's impossible. It just takes so much out of you. If your account is $1, goes to 110 at the end of the month, $1.10, that's 10%. That's unbelievable. Average should be 3 to 4% a month. That would be amazing. You'll beat the S&P 500, you'll beat everything. If you have like a banger month like I did, which I'm hoping to duplicate this month, I doubt it. But now I have a head start. You think I'm going to give him that money back and start all over again? No. And then a lot of people go, well, it's house money anyway. There's no house money. It's my money. It's in the account. I can close that account, get a check out. What do you mean it's house money? I go, I'm playing with house money. No, you're not. You're playing with your money. So please share this video with everybody that you guys know that are in this world. People make up these things that go like, what are you talking about? You go up 37% a month and then you go down 37 next month. You think you're going to back up 37 again next month? No. So with that said, much love. All the support. Yeah, you're going to enjoy it. So if you did email me, I'll send you that right away. You can join today. And where's the other one? William Nolan. William, email me. Don't forget. Sergio at sergioavedian.com. I'll send you the t-shirt ASAP. Size of the t-shirt and your mailing address. That's it. So I'll see you guys. I'll see the members on Wednesday. My son may have a game on Wednesday, so I may move it from 3 p.m. Pacific to 12:30-ish. But Friday, Power Hour. What else? Thumbs up. That's it. I'm done. I have started questions. Oh, these 2 members. Well, thank you for the membership. We appreciate it. Let's roll. LFG people. I'll see you guys Wednesday, the members and the regular subscribers for Power Hour on Friday.